My dear people, let us look at this particular problem. Yeah, they are saying using Buckingham's pi theorem, okay, show that the velocity of a fluid flowing through a circular orifice is given by the equation V equals root 2 GH. So the equation is V equals root 2 GH. Phi, this is not the diameter symbol, yeah, it's a function. Phi open bracket d by h comma mu by rho vh, yeah, where v is the velocity. Sometimes we use c as the velocity, don't we? G is the acceleration due to gravity, h is the head causing the flow, d is the diameter, mu and rho are the coefficient of dynamic viscosity and the density of the fluid. Yeah, okay, they are also giving us express v as a function of h, d, mu, rho and g. Let me assure you now itself, this problem is going to be long, but it's going to be very simple. Let me take you step by step on how to solve this particular problem. That we can express v as a function of, v is a function of h, d, mu, rho and g. Yeah, which means I can write it as function of h, d, rho, mu, g, and v goes inside. V equals 0. Now let us look at the total number of variables. N equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 number of variables. Yeah, so what I want to do is I want to know how many fundamental dimensions are there. So what do we have? Head is nothing but length, okay, diameter is nothing but length, and then mu, what is the dimension for mu? Mu is m l power minus 1 t power minus 1. It's all given in the formula sheet for you, please refer to that. Rho is m l power minus 3, and then g, acceleration due to gravity, is l t power minus 2, and the last one is v, velocity is l t power minus 1. So how many fundamental dimensions are there? We have l, yeah, we have m, and then we have t. Do we have anything else? L, m? No, these are the only three fundamental dimensions that we have. So number of fundamental dimensions m equals 3. So how many pi terms are we going to have? Therefore number of pi terms, remember pi terms are dimensionless. Yeah, so number of pi terms, the equation is n minus m, which is 6 minus 3 equals 3 pi terms. Yeah, so I can write this as function of pi 1, pi 2 comma pi 3 equals 0. Yeah, these are the three pi terms, pi 1, pi 2 and pi 3. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to write the equation in terms of choosing the repeating variables. Yeah, I have already commented on how to do it, and also in the other videos it's mentioned. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose h, rho and g as the repeating variable. My dear people, if these are the repeating variable, what are the non-repeating variable? V, d and mu. These are the non-repeating variables. Yeah, okay, now let us write the pi terms. Pi 1 equals h power a, all the repeating variables, yeah, times g power b times rho power c times v as it is. Yeah, so this is equation number 1. So pi 2 equals, again the repeating variables are just going to repeat as it is, h power a times g power b times rho power c times the next variable d, and pi 3 equals, again the repeating variables are the same, h power a g power b rho power c times mu. So these three are the pi terms. Now all that we have to do is we have to solve for each of the pi term, pi 1, pi 2 and pi 3. What are the values for a, b and c? If we can solve these values for a, b and c in each of these equations, we'll be able to finish with the equation. Yeah, because look at this, f of pi 1 comma pi 2 comma pi 3 is 0. All that we are doing is we are finding out what is the value of pi 1 by finding a, b, c values. Similarly pi 2 by finding what are a, b, c, etc. That's it. Yeah, okay, now let's get started, shall we? Pi 1 term, pi 1 equals h power a times g power b times rho power c times velocity. Yeah, what is the dimension for pi 1? What is it? Exactly, pi 1 does not have any dimension. So m power 0, l power 0, t power 0 equals, what is the dimension for h? It is l here, l power a times, for g it is lt power minus 2 power b times rho is m l power minus 3 times power c times, for v is lt power minus 1. Yeah, okay, now all that I have to do is I'm just going to expand the equation. M L t0 equals L power a times L power b times t power minus 2b times m power c times L power minus 3c times L times t power minus 1. That's it. Yeah, so now all that I'm going to do is I'm going to equate the powers for each of them. First I'm going to equate the power for m, equate the power for l and equate the power for t. So what equating the powers for m? So 0 equals, look at the power for m, it is 0. I'm just equating the powers. 0 equals, what is the m term here? There is only one m term, equals c. So I can say c equals 0. Do you see? That's it. It's as simple as that. All that I took was I just took the power of m and looked at what is the power of m here, c. There is no other m term here, is there? There you go. Yeah, okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the power for t. You might ask, why t, why not l? Because it's very easy to solve m, t and l usually. So what are the power, what is the power for t? 0 equals, what are the t terms here? There are two t terms. Yeah, so what are the power? Minus 2b, yeah, minus 1. So if we rearrange it, what happens? B equals, minus 1 goes to the other side and becomes plus, and minus 2 goes to the other side and becomes divided by, so it becomes minus 1 by 2. Yeah, so I have found both the values for c and b. Now the only thing that's left is a. So for that I can use the l term. So what is the power of l, my dear people? 0 equals, what are the, how many l terms are there? 1 2 3 4, 4 l terms are there. Yeah, so what are the powers of them? A, plus b minus 3c, and there it is. If there is just L, it means power 1 plus 1. Yeah, here we already know the value for C to be 0 and B to be negative 1 by 2, don't we? So if we substitute C to be 0, this term will cancel out, and if we substitute negative 1 by 2, yeah, negative 1 by 2 plus 1 is positive 1 by 2. When they go to the other side, it becomes negative 1 by 2. So we can write A equals negative 1 by 2. That's it. So I have found the values for C, B and A. All that I have to do now is substitute these values of A, B and C in the pi 1 equation. So pi 1 is equation 1. So substitute in equation 1. So what do we have? So pi 1 equals, yeah, pi 1, here is equation 1. Yeah, pi 1 equals h power a. A is negative 1 by 2, okay, times g. Power b is also negative 1 by 2 times rho power 0 times v. Yeah, this is nothing but rho power 0 becomes 1. So it is v divided by negative 1 by 2. Negative 1 by 2 is nothing but root g h. Yeah, so we have found one thing. So we have found pi 1. So pi 1 equals v by root gh. Let us call this as 4. Yeah, now what I have to do is I have to do the same thing for pi 2 and pi 3. Yeah, pi 2 equals h power a times g power b times rho power c times d. Yeah, so what is the, let us write all the dimensions. Pi 2 is a dimensionless term, so m power 0, l power 0, t power 0 equals, these are the repeating variables h, g and rho, so I can just copy it from the previous one. So the dimension for h is l power a times g is lt power minus 2 times b times rho is m l power minus 3 power c times the dimension of d is l. See, so I'm just writing it here times l. Yeah, so now all that I have to do is I'm just expanding the equation. So m power 0, l power 0, t power 0 equals l times power a times l power b t times 2 minus 2b times m power c times l power minus 3c times l. Let us look at the powers. Okay, let us equate the powers. So first I'm equating the power for m. So what is the power for m? 0 equals, yeah, how many m terms are there? Just one. 0 equals c, so c equals 0. That was quite easy. Let us look at the t term. The power of t is 0. 0 equals, how many t terms are there? Only one t term, okay, minus 2b. So I can say b equals, yeah, what do you say? If minus 2b is 0, b equals, what is it? It's not plus 2, it is 0. Okay, now let us look at L term. What is the L term? What is the power of L term? 0 equals, how many L terms are there? 1, 2, 3 and 4 L terms. Yeah, so A, what is the first power? A plus B, okay, and minus 3c plus 1. Why plus 1? Because this is power 1. Yeah, so we already know the value of b and c. This is 0, this is also 0, so 0 equals a plus 1. So we can write a equals -1. So we have found the value of a, b and c. So all that we have to do is substitute a, b, c in pi 2. Yeah, pi 2 equals h power a, h power a, h power a is -1 times g power b. Is it b is 0 times rho power c, c is also 0 times d. So this is pi 2 is nothing but these two terms become 1, d divided by h. I'm going to call this as equation 5. Now, you know what, we just have one more pi term, but before we go into that, let us look at what we have got so far. Pi 2 is d by h and pi 1 is v divided by root gh. Yeah, now let us look at what we have been asked to find. Root 2gh, root gh is there, v is also there, fantastic. So currently we have v divided by root gh, fantastic. We also have d by h, look at this, d by h is what we got for pi 2, didn't we? D by h is also there. Fantastic. So I think in pi 3 we are going to get this value, mu divided by rho vh. Okay, shall we see? Okay, let us write down the pi 3 terms. All that I'm now going to do is write all the dimensions. Pi 3 is dimensionless term, so m power 0, l power 0, t power 0 equals h is nothing but l power a times g is l t power -2 times b times rho is m l power -3 power c times mu. What is the dimension for mu? Let's have a look. Mu is m l power -1 t power -1, so m l power -1 t power -1. Now let us expand on this equation. So m power 0 l power 0 t power 0 equals l power a times l power b times t power -2b times m power c times l power -3c times m power 1, that is what it means. Yeah, l power -1 times t power -1, that's fine. Now let us equate the powers. Yeah, let us look at the first one. The for m it is 0 equals, how many m terms are there? 1, 2 m terms are there. Yeah, so I can write this as c, the first power, plus 1, because it is plus 1, that is what it means. Yeah, plus 1, so c equals -1. Yeah, let us look at the t term. In the t term, what is the power? 0 equals, how many t terms are there? 1, 2 t terms are there. Okay, fantastic. So -2b and -1. Yeah, so what is b? Very good, very good, it is -1/2. Yeah, now let us look at the l term. What is the power of l? 0 equals, how many l terms are there? 1, 2, 3, 4 l terms are there. So it would be a plus b minus 3c minus 1. Yeah, we already know the values for c and b. If we substitute it and rearrange the equation, we get the value of a to be -3 divided by 2. Okay, now all that we are going to do is we are going to substitute the values of a, b and c in pi 3. So if we substituted pi 3 is here, Yeah, so pi 3 equals h power a is negative 3 by 2 times g power b is negative 1 by 2 times rho power c is negative 1, yeah, times mu, yeah, which is nothing but, my dear people, pi 3 equals mu is going to be on the top divided by h power 3 by 2. Negative 3 by 2, when it goes below, becomes positive 3 by 2, yeah, times rho negative 1 goes over here, and negative 1 by 2 is g is over here, like this, yeah. So what does it mean by h power 3 by 2? Yeah, it means h times square root of h power 3 by 2 is nothing but h times square root of I will show you how. H power 1 times h power 1 by 2, yeah. So if you take an LCM, it becomes h 2 times 1 is 2 plus 1 3 divided by 2, yeah. So I can write this as mu divided by h rho square root of h is going to be, there's going to be a square root of h and square root of g, so I can write it as g h. This is what I can write it as. So pi 3 equals mu divided by h rho square root of g h. I'm going to call this as 6, yeah. So now we have found out all the values for pi 1, pi 2 and pi 3, yeah. Well, we can even simplify this, can we not? Oh yeah, because what is pi 1 term, my dear people? Let us write here. Pi 1, we got it to be v divided by root gh. There you go, there you go. Pi 1 is v divided by root gh, yeah. Look at this, we have root gh over here. Okay, this is quite interesting, so this equation pi 1 and pi 3 looks quite similar. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to multiplied and divide pi 3 by v, yeah. So what am I going to have? I'm going to have mu times v divided by h rho v square root of gh, yeah. Now what I can do is I can substitute v by root gh, v by root gh as pi 1. So substituting pi 1 in pi 3, yeah, I'm going to get mu divided by h rho v times pi 1. Do you see? Yeah, where pi 1 is dimensionless, so we can cancel out. So we can write pi 3 equals mu divided by h rho v. Let us see if this is the same value that they want us to have in the first question. Mu by rho v h. What do we have here? Mu by rho v h. Whew. It really looks like a mathematical hocus pocus, does it not? Yeah. It does to me sometimes, yeah. Substituting pi 1, pi 2, pi 3 in, what is the equation number called? Yeah, or let us call this equation as equation 0, yeah. So in equation 0, what do we have? Yeah, we have function of, what was equation 0? Let me write it here. So function of pi 1 comma pi 2 comma pi 3 equals 0. That is what it said. Yeah. So function of what is pi 1? Pi 1 was v by root gh. Yeah. So v by root gh. Yeah, comma, what is pi 2? Pi 2, if I remember, was d divided by h. Let's have a look. Yeah, pi 2 is d divided by h. So d divided by h, comma, pi 3 is mu divided by h rho v. Yeah, so equals 0. Yeah, that is what this function is. Now all that I'm going to do is I'm just going to rearrange these equations, because since we need v, yeah, that is the question. If you look at it, the question says to the velocity of the fluid through a circular orifice is v, so v is what we need to put over here. So v by root gh, I will take it outside, equals, yeah, a function, some function phi of d divided by h, comma, mu divided by h rho v. Yeah, so v equals root gh phi of d divided by h, comma, rho v. I think we have got it there, have we? What is it that we have been asked to find? V equals root 2gh phi d by h. We have got everything except 2. Aww. What did we miss out? We didn't really miss out anything, my dear people. Yeah, because we are dealing with dimensions. Yeah, we can just add a constant, we can just put in a constant here. So v equals root of 2gh. I know this sounds really fishy, but trust me, it is true, by h, comma, mu by h rho v. After 30 minutes of solving, I got this answer. Whew.